All right, you guys, I got some very important to teach you guys today. When you first get into crypto, you're going to hear people talk about market cap. What the hell is market cap? Market cap this, market cap that. What is it? All right, I'm going to break it down for you guys. But first, we're going to have to understand how people speak about it and why it's sort of a limited beliefs. And I'm going to help break this down for you guys, all right? So let's get into it. So what people do is they go to www.coinmarketcap.com and then they look at this column here. It says market cap, right? And you look down, you look at, say, let's talk about XRP because this is really important for XRP. There's 185 billion here and the price is $3.12. Well, here's how people use this, okay? So bear with me. We're gonna go through a little bit of math here and then I'll break it down with apples, all right? So then you hear stuff like people saying XRP going to $100. They say it's impossible because every 185 billion XRP is worth $3. So what you do is pretty simple. Let's pull up a calculator. $100, right? That's our target price. Divided by $3.12 gets us 32. That means that the market cap has to 32x to reach $100 price. That means 185 billion times 32, 5.9 trillion, right? And they go, that can't happen because look, Bitcoin's only at 2.3 trillion. And you're trying to tell me that XRP is gonna have $5.9 trillion market cap? That's impossible. Now, sounds right. It's math. It totally checks out. All the logics, right? It's all rational. It makes sense. But the thing is with numbers, you guys, you've got to understand the context. You've got to understand that numbers, it's like magic, okay? It all checks out, but it's like magic. It's like, you know, some guy tells you to pick a card, put it back, he shuffles it, pick another card, put it here, put it there, put it whatever. And then he pulls out the card out of his mouth and he's like, is this the card you chose? You know what I'm saying? It's like the sleight of hands. So let's break it down, what this really means. We're missing some big information here and people aren't aware and they just want to be right. So I want to be right too, but I mean, you know, I'm going to be fair is what is. I'm going to be real is what is. What's possible, what's impossible. So let's think about it. Suppose you have 100 apples. That's your supply and you're charging $10 for each apple. What's your market cap? You have 100 apples times 10, $1,000 market cap. Now, do you have that $1,000 in liquid? No, you don't, because you haven't sold a single apple. So some guy comes over, he buys one of your apples for $10. You know your market cap is $1,000. Now you're sitting around and wait. Nobody buys your apples. You're like, all right, I'm gonna bring down my price to $9. Nobody, $8, crickets. It's like, all right, screw this. I'm putting it down to $5. Guy walks up, pays you $5 for an apple. What is your market cap now? 5 times 100, which was your supply. It is now $500. Now, did you lose $500? Your market cap was 1,000, and now your market cap is 500. Did you lose $500? Do you have $500? No, because you sold one apple for $10 and you sold one apple for $5. And your market cap moved by $500. Market cap has nothing to do with liquidity. Your liquidity is now $15. That's all you have. That's a real life, that's a real life thing. You only got 15 bucks, but your market cap is $500. That's what people don't get. So when people look at market cap, they think this number right here, 185 billion, they think that's a bunch of people's money in a pot. This is not liquidity. All this is price times the supply. However many XRP is there, the price that people are willing to pay right now is $3.11. The amount of supply times $3.11 equals this number. It doesn't mean that there's that much amount of money in there. All right? You guys get it? People like throwing market cap around as if it's the thing, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just a calculation. It's just theoretical. Now, when they say XRP reaching $100, we're gonna have to understand how price moves. It has nothing to do with everyone having to put their money in here so that it's $5.9 trillion. Thinking about market cap is like, it's a limited belief, man. It's like thinking like, let's see, like, think of something. All right, like the guy who did like the first like half air flare, right? And then you're like, oh, that's great. No one's going to be able to do one. And then some guy does one. And then a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be impossible to do two. But then some guy does two. And a couple years later down the line, some guy does 4, 5, and then 10. And then now you skip to 2025 and a guy does a double air flare. And now people are doing one-handed air flares, right? So what market cap is just a limited belief. So you don't want to sell yourself short, especially right now how things are changing. So market cap, it ignores the context, it ignores the change, and it ignores what's coming. Market cap is just a scoreboard of today, not a limit on tomorrow. No one's ever going to beat Jordan's record or whatever, right? They're not considering like if a new rookie comes in with a whole different edge in the future, you know, like why should we cap their value based on the past? Here's the thing, man. People are stuck in the past. Okay, this is what I know. Think about it. It's 2025. There's people arguing about Christopher Columbus. Some shit way long time ago. Okay? And the thing is, time, it moves forward. Things progress. And a lot of people who, they want change, but the thing about change is what you gotta understand is you've got to destroy the past. The only way to change and progress is to grow from the past. But if you're stuck in a resentment and always looking at the past, you're gonna miss out when things in the present move forward, and you're never gonna catch up to the future or to the present or even to the present, right? The thing about the future is it's limitless. The past, it's already been written. What the hell are you complaining about the past? You stop looking at the past and thinking those are the limits. And just like market cap, it is capped. It is just a cap at the current price. When XRP gets to $10, this market cap right here is going to be 592 billion. Does that mean there's 592 billion there? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's move on. So how does price change? A price changes with supply, demand, speculation, utility, and also market mechanics. And what I mean by market mechanics is, for example, what if some guy just came to you and just, you know, they heard about your apples being as the best apples in town. Some guy comes in and puts an order, says, I want 100 apples. I need it now. I need it quick because in an hour I have a wedding and I have to bring all these apples there. What's going to happen with the price of your apples? People are going to put it up for $10. He takes it. $12, takes it. 13, 15, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. He buys all of it because he needs it ASAP, and there's limited supply. So and then the demand goes up. You just sold an apple for $100. So now your market cap is $10,000. Do you have $10,000? No, because you sold at a bunch of different prices all the way up. All right, and the last price sold was for $100. Okay, so this is all basic, just market mechanics, supply and demand. So now with XRP, we really have to think about what position they're in. They're trying to be a bridge currency, which means money has to flow through them. So that's where a lot of demand is going to be coming in. So Ripple, they have liquidity providers, meaning there's people that hold a bunch of XRP, and a lot of these institutions also hold XRP. And when those XRP runs out, say they're in a time when things are moving like crazy and money is being transferred like crazy, I don't know, during Christmas or whatever. And if they run out of liquidity, they're going to have to come into the markets. And what's going to happen is they're going to put an order in there saying, we need, I don't know, 10 billion XRP right now. What's going to happen to the price? The price is going to go up. When the supply is low and the demand is high, the price goes up. It's just math. That's the situation that can actually happen if many institutions and many countries end up adopting Ripple's technology. We're not betting on a bunch of people to just buy XRP so the price goes up. No, you're waiting for institutions, you're waiting for utility, you're waiting for this whole entire system to sort of turn on and let the market mechanics sort of play it out, how things are going to work. Okay, when there's utility, dude, sky's the limit, man. $100 sounds fair. Some people are predicting 1,000. Some people even say 10,000. And the thing is, a lot of these people who are saying 10,000, they're doing it for clickbait, okay? Do I think it's possible? Possible. It's fucking possible. In how long? I don't know. 10 years, 15 years? Probably, right? But we got to come back down on earth and be like, all right, we're here, guys. And XRP is at $3. So let's take it a step at a time, you know? Let's hit that 10 bucks. Pretty good. But the whole point of this video is to sort of destroy the whole market cap thought process. It's all about demand, supply, utility, speculation, hype, whatever it is. That's more important than this. And by the way, and this is also not liquidity. So, all right, you guys, I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you on the next one.